Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony will begin shortly. Please switch off your handphones or put them on silent mode if you haven't already done so. We have arranged for official photographers to take photos of all graduates receiving their diplomas. There is no need to come to the front to take photographs during the ceremony. If you wish to take additional photos, you may do so after the ceremony at the plaza. I will be inviting you all to stand when the academic procession enters and leaves the convention hall. Graduates, please ensure that you have your admission ticket and identity card with you before joining the queue to receive the scroll box on stage. You will be issued with a card log-on ID and password as you leave the stage. Please keep the card as you will need it to place your order for photos later. Lastly, graduates, graduation is a formal occasion. Please show respect for our guests and fellow graduates in your behavior. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. gentlemen, please be seated. Our guest of honor, Mr. Desmond Lee, Minister for Social and Family Development and Second Minister for National Development, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the 59th graduation ceremony of the Singapore Polytechnic. At this 14th session, we will be presenting diplomas and other awards to graduates from the Media Arts and Design School and the School of Architecture and the Built Environment. May I now invite our Principal and Chief Executive Officer, Mr. So Waiwa, to address us. Mr. So, please.
Mr. Desmond Lee, the Minister for Social and Family Development and Second Minister for National Development, members of the Singapore Polytechnic Board of Governors, and there will be Deputy Chairman, Mr. Johnny Tan, and also Mr. Ong Zijin, Ms. Surati Abdul Latif, the Deputy Chairman of the Advisory Committee for the Media Arts and Design School. I also acknowledge former Principal, Mr. Law Wong Fok, and distinguished guests, parents, colleagues, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Welcome to the 59th graduation ceremony. This year we have 5,621 graduates from Singapore's first Polytechnic. I congratulate all graduates, and in particular, the 328 of you here in this hall are waiting to receive your certificates. Founded in 1954, Singapore Polytechnic held our first graduation ceremony in Victoria Theatre, and that was in 1961. We've gone a long way since then. Last year, we celebrated achieving the milestone of graduating our 200,000 graduate. We are the first Polytechnic to be able to reach this milestone, and among the first few institutes of higher learning. To the graduates assembled here today, all of you can be proud to be part of this 200,000 strong network of illustrious men and women. Like you, they had entered the gates of Singapore Polytechnic, and over the last 6 decades, they have helped transform Singapore to be what we are today. Some of these illustrious alumni include, from the earliest cohort, we have the veteran architect, Mr. Tan Cheng Siong. He's pioneered residential typologies in Singapore. Among his iconic projects include the Pearl Bank Apartments. He was conferred the President's Design Award in 2012. We also have Mr. Bill Chang. He is the CEO, Group Enterprise of Singtel, also the Chairman of Singapore Polytechnic's Board of Governors. He played a major role in the development of the communication and IT industry in Singapore through his position in Singtel. But more than that, he's also a member of the Committee on the Future Economy of Singapore, set up by the Singapore government. In recognition of his contributions, Bill was awarded the Public Service Star in 2017. I hope that all the graduates here today will draw inspiration from these outstanding alumni and continue the Singapore Polytechnic's tradition of transforming Singapore, helping us to have a strong economy and a caring society. To help you to do this, Singapore Polytechnic ourselves has transformed. No more just a Polytechnic for young people, we are Polytechnic for all ages. We are committed to be your lifelong learning partner beyond your graduation, in the various stages of your career as you go forward. We will help you to upgrade through our continuing education programs. All of you will find these programs helpful as you face a volatile uncertain, complex, ambiguous environment, always subjected to technological disruption. So what you've learned in all these 3 years is really not enough. And you have to constantly learn, unlearn, relearn. So your graduation today is really the beginning of a new long-term relationship with Singapore Polytechnic. And so I congratulate you once again, but saying to you not just goodbye, but really see you again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. So. It is now my pleasure to invite our guest of honor, Mr. Desmond Lee, Minister for Social and Family Development and Second Minister for National Development, to deliver the graduation address. Mr. Lee, please.
Mr. So Wai Wah, Principal and CEO of Singapore Polytechnic, members of the Board of Governors, parents and grandparents, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to everyone. And thank you for inviting me to join you on this special occasion. Today is a significant milestone. You will be graduating from the School of Architecture and the Built Environment, as well as from the Media, Arts and Design School. 8 of you will also be receiving Singapore Polytechnic's coveted institutional medals. My warmest congratulations to all of you on your hard work and success. One question that may be running through your mind is what's next? What will you be doing after you've received your diplomas? And what will the next stage of life look like? For some of you, what next may be obvious, at least for a little while more, and you'll be enlisting for national service. But for the rest of you, you're at a crossroads. Some may decide to pursue further studies, while some of you will be starting work, but maybe you're not quite sure which company to apply for, what kind of job or vocation that you like. And so, in my short time this afternoon, I'll just talk about 3 phases in life. They may not be mutually exclusive phases, but 3 phases for a young person to mull over. And one is career opportunities at this time. 2, purpose in life and meaning that you seek to achieve. And 3, life, but family life, social life, community life. Now, for those of you entering the working world, it is a time of exciting transformation. You may not be quite plugged into all the changes that are taking place because you're very focused on your studies and your internships and your attachments, but they're happening nonetheless, full steam ahead. And so let me give you an example from the area of architecture and built environment. Not too long ago, architectural drawings were done by hand and in 2D. Those plans were often uncoordinated, especially where you had to design many, many aspects of a building. Downstream errors and abortive works during construction were not uncommon. And construction then was low-tech, labor-intensive, and that seared in the minds of many, many parents as their children seek to articulate a future in the built environment. There'll be this sense, why go into this field? Because there are all these conceptions and misconceptions about what construction is about. And so, a couple of years ago, we decided to bring together leaders and captains of the built environment industry, trade associations, we brought the professional bodies together, unions, the institutes of higher learning, including our polytechnics, to work together with government and to reimagine, to think again, to think afresh. We wanted to transform the way we designed, built, and maintained not just buildings and infrastructure, but the way we design and maintain our city. So we worked together and came up with a major blueprint to upskill, to adopt new technologies and processes, and to develop cutting-edge products and services that would be the hallmark in future of how we design, imagine, build, maintain, and operate our city. So for example, instead of 2D shop floor drawings, you now use 3D BIM, or Building Information Modeling software, to design your buildings. And with digitization, and if you overcome all the initial teething issues, I think with digitization, we can make construction high-tech, and something that Singaporeans can look forward to as a meaningful career. You can walk through design, you walk through the buildings that you've designed in virtual reality. You can simulate the entire construction process virtually before actual construction even starts. You can prefabricate or precast construction components such as beams and columns, or even entire pre-finished rooms using robotics and highly automated processes. I visited an integrated construction and prefab hub in Singapore, 4 stories tall. On the second story is a control room, Singaporeans manning computer systems, air-conditioned, automating the construction of concrete molds being filled, slabs being built, and then 3D-dimension rooms and prefab bathrooms being assembled. Very much like in a manufacturing and assembly line you see in a factory. You can also capture and integrate the entire building life cycle via digital information to optimize the way you operate and maintain the building throughout its entire life. And one member of our subcommittee is a gentleman who has gone through the predecessor of ITE all the way, worked his way up. He's not a degree holder, but today he commands and helps to run JTC's J-Ops Center. It's a command center with remote sensors that tells him what's going on in all the JTC buildings all over the island. When M&E is going to run into trouble, when there's some facility issue, he'll be on top of it. And with analytics, facility management becomes smart, becomes proactive, goes into the digital age. And through this transformation, I hope many of you will find new jobs and even new niche areas emerging in the architecture and built environment sector. And we've also set up a new office for you and for our sector, which we call Build SG, Build Singapore. 3 arms to it, and one arm focuses on helping to groom and guide and place talent in Singapore, focusing on giving you a career pathway. So approach Build Singapore if you have career opportunity questions ahead of you. And I'm quite sure the same applies for those of you graduating from Media and Arts Design School. But beyond seizing new opportunities, you can also play an active role in the transformation. The transformation is not something that happens and you are a passive beneficiary and recipient of those changes in the economy. As a young entrant into the working world, you can also play an active part and be a pioneer in change. For example, 3 years ago, I had a retreat with a group of young leaders in BCA's programs. These are people in their late 20s, in their early 30s, some in the early 40s, but we still call them young leaders, and I see some of them here in front of me. We had lunch, you can remember. And these young leaders who are architects, who are engineers, who are PMs, who are QSs, who are builders, who are subcontractors, shared with me their experience, their concerns about curriculum, about training, and about their readiness for the job ahead of them. Passionate young individuals like yourselves who provided valuable feedback. And as a result of that retreat, we decided to assemble a major task force, bring together a lot of people to look into their specific ideas. And we have since started to roll out concrete recommendations to benefit students, such as updating curriculum to include BIM and DFMA, Design for Manufacturing and Assembly. And our polytechnics, including SP, were involved in this Built Environment Skills Future Task Force. So young people working a few years in the sector experienced challenges, felt that they wanted to close some gaps in their pre-employment training, concerned about whether they were ready for the digitization and technology that firms were bringing in, made some concrete suggestions, only to have it result in a task force that actually implemented their ideas. So I urge you, don't be passive observers of change in this sector. Seize these opportunities, step forward, join us as a BCA Young Leader, and tell us what this sector should be like for you in the future. But graduating from the education system is a big change. School has a clear and structured pathway most of the time. Projects, classes, tests, attachments, internships, and finally exams and graduation. Now you have other opportunities and possibilities before you, perhaps more than you've had before. You may be daunted by the fact that unlike exams, there may not be correct answers in the questions that are thrown at you in the working world. And you need time and experience to discover what matters most to you. So I'd like to go on to my next point and suggest starting from a different angle, and this is beyond career. Instead of asking what's next, we can ask ourselves, what is our purpose in life? Ask the why questions. Finding your why will give you a sense of purpose to navigate these choices and uncertainties. Viktor Frankl was an Austrian neurologist and psychiatrist. He survived Nazi concentration camps. He later wrote that, I quote, "Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how," unquote. And I think he understood something quite profound here. Life is more than going on to what's next, the next job, achievement, promotion, certificate. The Singapore proverb would be that we don't tick a box and move on to the next box to tick and the next box after that. At the core of our existence, what keeps someone like Viktor Frankl going in the most deepest of valleys of life, and despite tremendous setback, is knowing or finding our purpose in life. We might understand our purpose better when we look beyond ourselves. And this sounds contradictory, but the old cliche is true. The more you give, the more you gain in return. The more we live for others around us, the more fulfilling life will be for all of us. And some of you have personal encounters that have touched your heart for a particular group of people and have given you a purpose in life. For example, Callista Yin, who will be graduating with a diploma in applied drama and psychology. Normally when I highlight people, I ask them to sing a song, but I will leave it till later, all right? We'll leave it till later. Callista wants to help young people who are struggling with mental health issues because she's had friends who faced similar issues before, a personal encounter. And so she's currently working with Halogen Foundation, Singapore, which is a charity dedicated to transforming the lives of young people through leadership and entrepreneurship development. Others among you may also be actively volunteering with charities and other social service agencies, contributing your time and energy to help the people around you. Never too young to make a difference. Such as Song Kiat Ao, who will be graduating with a diploma in chemical engineering. As someone who advanced through the normal technical stream in ITE, he understood the struggles faced by classmates. Song Kiat therefore started a peer mentoring program to help those who are academically weaker in their studies. He is also actively involved in community service projects where he lives in his neighborhood, serving in the PA Youth Movement, in the Youth Executive Committee in Clementi for over a decade, at this young age, serving for over a decade, getting a long service award soon, I'm sure, before he even graduates, as well as the Singapore Poly Rotaract Club for close to 3 years. I'll check with his lecturer whether he attends class, but I think yes, he's getting an award like Callista. They both are all-rounded, as are many of you. And many of you want to build the hardware of a caring and inclusive society. I speak with groups of young people. In large groups, you're averse to speak up, but in smaller groups, you share with me and with many of my colleagues not only a wish to do well in your careers and for your family, but a desire to make change. Just like the BCA young leaders talked about, not just about themselves, but they were concerned about subsequent batches of Polytechnic, ITE, and university graduates, how they will fit in and be able to write the change that's transforming before their eyes in a built environment. Just like Callista and Songket and many others here in this room, wanting to find the why in life beyond just fulfilling your personal achievement. So my colleagues have developed a mobile app. For those of you who are digitally inclined, it's called the SG Cares app. All the charities and social service agencies who need people with talent, with dedication, and with energy and treasures, who want to make a difference and have difficulty finding a niche that you'd like to volunteer in, the charities have ridden on this portal to reach out to you right into your mobile phones, asking for you to step forward. So use the app, download it today. It's free. Use your school Wi-Fi before they cut off the password. And volunteer once a week, once a month, even once a year. It makes a difference. Gives you soul. Or of course, you can approach us at MSF, and we'll plug you in to that amazing world of givers, volunteers, and philanthropists. And I encourage you to find your own way of contributing, perhaps in an area that you're passionate about, using your skills acquired during your time here in SP. So for example, I know some builders and architects who pay it forward by helping to design and build pro bono or low bono for charities, for homes, for nursing homes, for institutions that would struggle to be able to raise the money to extend space for vulnerable communities that they care for. And in the process, we build a kinder and more generous society where we take care not just of ourselves and our families, but those who are weaker, more vulnerable, and we look out for the interests of others around us. But finally, I'll leave you with the last thought, which is the third point, a third and final consideration. We often start with the self because we've gone through a decade and a half of studying and learning, picking up skills, and you're ready to go out into the working world to prove yourselves, to apply your skills, to see whether you can make your mark. Be proud for your parents and your family and your friends and your community. And so self-fulfillment up the chain of Maslow's hierarchy is natural. But when you think about your future and search for opportunities to grow and explore, and even, as I said in my second point, find meaning through giving of some form, we balance that with other-centeredness. We learn to be kind, gracious, and helpful. And these are times when we place other people at the center. As I said, when we volunteer and give. But there is that third layer that lies between these two. And often, in our pursuit of self and pursuit of fulfillment through giving, we tend to neglect this third layer. And that is the circle of your friends and your family. And this is where we first learn to care for others. Your loved ones here have cheered you on, journeyed with you in good times, supported you in bad times. But these are people we often take for granted in the pursuit of life's journey. And even as we embark on new paths, seek new goals and ambitions, meet different people, travel the world, explore Singapore and all its textures, and look further ahead for those who marry and settle down. Your friends and your family will be your community that will ground you and encourage you. And that is where home really is. We must tend this garden carefully and not let it be neglected and overgrown with weeds. Do not neglect the softer aspects of life, like relationships, for harder things like career and material. Often when you read the memoirs of very successful people, in the end days, what they talk about is about relationships, about fulfillment in the people and the loved ones around them. Family, friends, old friends. And relationships need time and effort and nurturing. It needs to be nourished and treasured in order to grow strong. Often, we spend many decades out there, seeking to challenge ourselves. And many decades later, when our hair turns grey, we say, where are our old friends and alumni? And you start gathering. I'm at that phase beginning too, to get in touch with old friends and old mates from school, from army, and so on. And much of who we are or who we will become will be influenced and shaped by the people closest to us. They inspire us to plug away at becoming better versions of ourselves, more patient, more kind, more humble, to protect, to trust, and love. So I leave you humbly with a final encouragement to be bold in all areas of life and love. Try your best. Put your heart into whatever you are doing and be true to yourself. Grow in character and the quality of your friendships and relationships. Remember that what's most important in life isn't always obvious, and yet often right next to us, standing behind us, cheering us on. And that good things take time to develop. So in your anxiety after you leave the stage to run the race of life, be patient with yourself and with the people whom you love. Enjoy the journey of life. So congratulations and best wishes to all of you, to the class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the presentation of diplomas to the graduates. This afternoon, we will be presenting diplomas and other awards to graduates from the Media, Arts and Design School and the School of Architecture and the Built Environment. May I now call upon the Acting Director of the Media, Arts and Design School, Mr. Joseph Teo, to present the diplomas. Mr. Teo, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Applied Drama and Psychology.
Crystal Ong Lei Hui. Adam Al-Fayed bin Borhan. Alyssa Saw Chui Yuan. Andrea Ang Yu Ling. Angela Go Eun Hui. Ashley Andrew. Christopher Xiao Wei Xiang. Daniel Lim Wei Jie. Darrell Emerald Raj Sandrasegaran. Aricia Yo. Hana Khalisa binti Taufik. Ho Chi Wai Marwin. Kok Chang Da William. La Yi Sin Claire. Li Yi Jet. Lim Jia-ying Gladys. Mei Lim Jia-jia. Michelle Botha. Mosamad Sobikun Naha.
Muhammad Dani Fikri bin Muhammad Shahin.
Nandika Siresh. Nyo Yin Jie. Nur Najiha binti Mahmud. Nur Nabila binti Shalihin. Nurul Irwahyu binti Wahid. Olivia To Ji Xuan. Ong Sin Ru. Ong Sin Jie. Romero Noliza. Noliza binti Hamza. Samuel Chong Yong Kang. Sarah Tang Shiying. Sharifa Diana binti Said Ismail. Sharmita Yen Xian. Sharifa Nadia binti Azman. Tan Ching Hao. Tara S. Menon. Teo Jing Yi. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Creative Writing for Television and New Media. Bong Jing Jie Leslie. Chiu Kai Hui Anthea. Chung Li Ting Jasmine. Chua Ya Ting. Dinah So Yi Han. Fatima Mujiba Nagur Miran. Fong Hon Yu Donovan. Go Jun Hui Marvin. Go Xuan Chi Brenda. Gonzalez Paulo Angelo Maliwat. Heng Li Sin. Inshira Farahia Das. Justin Wong Chong Ching, Ko Yi Wen Isabel, Li Shu Lian, Lim Gek Ting Vanessa, Lim Sin Hui Ines, Lim Ying Yi Ariel, Loy Christopher Ki Jin, Nadia Rafana Binte Sharir, Nelly Sabrina Binti Kamar Hazmi, Nuriza Binte Isha, Nur Putri Ain Binte Suhaimi, Tan Yi Lin, Wang Yong Sin, Zhang Yu, Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Music and Audio Technology. Angel Yap, Ping Hui, Alif Daniel bin Ahmad Yani, Ang Si Hui Perlin, Callista Tan Le Sien, Chan Liu Win, Chen Shu Jie, Christian Gunawan, Yo Jingying, Evelyn Claire Ko Mei Hui, Gavin Lu Wei Ren, Heng Zi Kai, Ho Si Hui Chloe, Huang Si Chi, Jabez Chok Ke Sin, Justin Chao Zi En, Kang Jun Wei, Camille and Flora Flores, Hua Jia Xuan, Lao Li Wen, Liam Yi Xiang, Lim Ji Sin, Lokesh Ravindran, Matsuda Shizuka, Michelle Kwek Mei Ching, Muhammad Zaki bin Rahmat, Nur Afrina binte M. Sani, Nur Sabrina binte Usman Hasidik, Phoebe Tan Jia Yi, Poon Ek Han, Ray Chua, Sean Zachary On Si Tao, So Lee Lin Anna, Teo Si Bao, Tok Jing Wei, Wang Yue Xiang, Wong Gao Hui Glenn, Yap Zeming Benjamin, Yu Jiayi Tiffany, Yang Ziting Vanessa,
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the list of graduates from the Media Arts and Design School. Thank you, Mr. Teo. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present diplomas to the graduates from the School of Architecture in the Built Environment. May I now call upon Dr. Faris Akbar Hajamaideen, Director of the School of Architecture in the Built Environment, to present the diplomas. Dr. Faris, please. The graduates for the Diploma in Architecture.
Chen Jiahao, Edwin Lam Cho Ming, Li Zhengjie Daniel, Ng Jinghao Aloysius, Abdurrahman bin Eddie Royden, Ahmad Shakir bin Ahmad Khalis, Aloysius Law Wei Heng, Alicia Sun Ya, Ang Li Shan Tiffany, 安慰界 Anthea Chu Siu Ning Ariel Dominic Yo Hui Wen Ao Jun Wen Nicole Bautista Isabel Alana Laksina Blanco John Christopher Nilas C. Sanjay Mitra Caroline Tang Pei Chi Chan Yu Shen Chia Zhijie Chao Shangjie Wilfred Chua Jiahui Natasha Domingo Miguel Daniel Balboa Dorothea Lim Hui Ying Erica Ann Leong Yi Shan Fernandez Jacques Hipponea Fong Xianhui Han Wenqian Verona Haruna Rashid bin Muhammad Mokhtar Ho Jun Lin Huang Wayne Indra Akash Singh Wickramaratna Janelle Tan Shui Ying Joel Ku Si Wei Joshua Tan Kai Song Joshua Tei Ziwei Joy Ng Juan Rafael Salinas Panopio Justin Lim Yong Xuan Justin Lim Ding Sheng Kok Rui Chi Rebecca Kom Hui Jing Kwa Ti Ping Lao Wai Kit Ethan. Lee Wen-chi. Lim Si-chi Christy. Lo Hong-ming Alan. M. Prasant. Madhumita Tangamani. Mohet Newt Ong. Muhammad Farhan bin Amran. Nadia binti Muhammad Saril. Ng Wan Chi Cheryl. Ngo Li Wei. Nur Zafarina binte Kamsani. Ui Wei An. Ao Jilin. Hua Chi Sing. Ragitya Firstatama. Remigio Lorraine Gotenko. Ran Go Kai En. Xia Jiajun. Sean Teo En Hao. Shi Shang Xuan. Sim Si En Aloysius. Sim Yu Li. So Guangwen Aaron. So Jiehui Adrian. Shah Beilua. Tan Jiamin. Tan Jianhao. Tan Kangjing. Tan Weijie. Tei Yujie. Tiu Renjie. Xienge Tanwai. Trina Cassandra Chua Hui Shi. Sai Yi En. Valerie Kwek Bai Yu, Wallace O Song Sen, Wang Shiyun Claire, Wu Jiashan, Vianet Kalonika Carissa, Ye Bei Di, Yo Seok Hong, Yip Ching Lin Douglas, Yu Peng Hui, Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates for the Diploma in Civil Engineering with Business. Chua Hui Ching, Ingin Mei, Liang Yuan Ho, Raymond Chen Hock Yu, Tan Ziling, Yi Junrong, Adia Choi Xianzi, Anita Lodin, Arthur David Eric Evans, Ashok Kumar Tanabalan Krishnasamy, Benedict O Shenyang, Benjamin Cheong Wee Chen, Chi Wei Hao, Chen Jialei, Chen Yonghan John, Cheng Jiajia Valerie, Chloe Wu Jinghui, Chu Xiaoyue, Chuk Ren Chong,
Chua Junjie Kevin,
Chua Tek Kang, Clarence Ong Jian Lung, Cliven Heng Shi Han, Daniel Lim Yuan Wei, Lim Si Suan, David Law Cheng Hong, Diana Chua Chiu Hui,
Dini Alfian bin Muhammad Shakir,
Elias Tay Yan Hing, Faiz Arif bin Joanna, Glenn Ong Yong Chin, Haris Sufyan bin Muhammad, Ted Wylian Min,
Erwin Ang Jin Kwang, Kiagos Muhammad Firman bin Muhammad Faisal,
Ku Hao Xu, Ku Xian Zheng, L. Vengadesh, Li Chi Wai, Li Hongwei, Li Jingxuan, Li Yi, Leonard Li Peng Han, Lim Jia Ying, Lim Junxiang, Austin,
Lim Zhen Lun,
Liu Biyun, Lo Ken Wen, Lo Ruixiang, Lo Ziming Malcolm, Marcus Chen Jun Han, Muhammad Nazmul Islam, Muhammad Nashimul Islam, Muhammad Arif bin Suhaimi, Muhammad Asfa bin Muhammad Manso, Muhammad Kemi bin Manaf, Muhammad Nazim bin Harman,
Muhammad Yaisi bin Rohaizat,
Mien Miet Ong, 牛子浩Po Yi Wei Jie No Andrian Binte Abdul Rahman Nur Fatana Binte Abdul Latif Nur Antasha Binte Abdul Razak Nur Fazrina Binte Muhammad Said Ong Zeyuan Pang Junming Pi Tianzhou
Ryan Liu,
Rhinus Lee Arnold S.R. Daruka Saravanan Panirselvam Xia En Xian Xia Seng Hao Set Nine Tun Sim Junwei Jason Siti Zulaika Binti Zudirman Sui Set Somo Shabil Zayani bin Sudirman Sharifa Binte Haji Salehan Tan Wei Jie Koven Terence Lee Qiyang Tam Chin Yen Teng Zhongyi Gabriel Tunku Muhammad Arifin bin Tunku Abdul Rahman A.K. Vera Yo Ying Ting Xian Zhe Zhen Xiao Yuan Zhong Xu Dunhong Yu Jianwen
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the list of graduates from the School of Architecture and the Built Environment. Thank you, Dr. Faris. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the prizes to our graduates for their excellent academic performance. May I invite Mr. Johnny Tan, Deputy Chairman of the Singapore Polytechnic Board of Governors, to present the following prizes. Mr. Tan, please. From the Diploma in Applied Drama and Psychology course, the Sheng Hong Prize goes to Farzana Rashika binti Zulkarnain. From the Diploma in Creative Writing for Television and New Media course, the Beach House Pictures Prize goes to Sean Lim Zheng Da. From the Diploma in Music and Audio Technology course, the Zendel Productions Prize goes to Lu Zhonghan. From the Diploma in Architecture course, the Board of Architects Prize goes to Andrew Chiu Wen-Jing. The DP Architects Prize, Dominic Lau Lishin. The Look Architects Prize goes to Ye Tu. From the Diploma in Civil Engineering with Business course, the Institute of Structural Engineers Prize goes to Muhammad bin Mohammed Yusuf Bashir. The American Concrete Institute Singapore Chapter Prize goes to Pierre Pio Tu. The We Her Construction Prize goes to Wilson Teo. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present course medals to our top graduates for their outstanding all-round performance. From the Diploma in Applied Drama and Psychology course, the Sheng Hong Silver Medal is awarded to Nur Aina binti Sapari. From the Diploma in Creative Writing for Television and New Media course, the Singapore Press Holdings Silver Medal is awarded to Nur Shahinda binti Ishaq. The IMDA Gold Medal is awarded to Tan Yen Ling. From the Diploma in Music and Audio Technology course, the Compass Silver Medal is awarded to Lo Jin Yang. The National Arts Council Gold Medal is awarded to Lee Chun Le. From the Diploma in Architecture course, the Singapore Institute of Architects Silver Medal is awarded to Ling Min Yi. The Singapore Institute of Architects Gold Medal is awarded to Asen Han Chang Cho. From the Diploma in Civil Engineering with Business course, the Singapore Contractors Association Silver Medal is awarded to Nicholas Tay Zhi-en. The Singapore Concrete Institute Gold Medal is awarded to William. That concludes the presentation of course medals. Thank you, Mr. Tan. Ladies and gentlemen, before we present the highest institutional awards of the Singapore Polytechnic, we will watch a short video presentation on our 8 top graduates.
Over the years, Singapore Polytechnic has honoured many outstanding graduates who have not only excelled academically but also effected positive social impact. This year, we celebrate the achievements of the following 8 graduates. Although Songkiat Ao Shi Yen first took up SP's Diploma in Chemical Engineering course because of its accreditation, he wanted to be more than just an excellent engineer. So this Clementi Town Secondary School alumnus engaged in peer mentoring programs and served in numerous outreach programs to give back to the local community. This SP Model Student Award winner explored ways to improve the efficiency of solar cell technology for his final year project, conducted at the prestigious Institute of Materials Research and Engineering at A-Star. He also interned at Nestlé Singapore, where he worked on cost-effective solutions for the company's production process. This Lee Kuan Yew Award winner will pursue a degree in chemical engineering and hopes one day to inspire a new generation of engineers. Ong Chun Hock Ran had a dream to be part of Singapore's Smart Nation initiative. So this West Spring Secondary School alumnus chose SP's Diploma in Computer Engineering as his first choice. Ran focused on current trends, engaging in competitions to use his skills to build innovative recycling machine prototypes. At his internship at the Center for Strategic Infocom Technologies, Ran developed a unique solution to identify potential data leakage. But this SP model student picked up more than just engineering skills, engaging in leadership programs, national events, and youth conferences. This Lee Kuan Yew Award winner has been offered a scholarship to pursue engineering systems and design, bringing him one step closer to fulfilling his dream of becoming a legal tech advisor in our smart nation. Goh Ek Lang entered SP through the Joint Poly Special Admissions exercise. It was his passion and achievements in handball that helped this Damai Secondary School alumnus secure a place in SP's Diploma in Business Information Technology course. At SP, he was noted for his contributions to the sport, steering Team SP through daunting competitions at institution and national levels. This SP Model Student Award winner also fueled his interest in data analytics. For his internship, he exposed himself to the startup environment. For his final year project, this IMDA gold medalist created the dashboard to help identify trends in SP's continuing education courses. This Lee Kuan Yew Award winner will pursue a degree in information systems to develop technology and products to benefit mankind. Kwek Jun Hui first entered SP in 2011, but disinterest in studies saw him fail 2 semesters and drop out. It was while working at his brother's retail outlet that this Henderson Secondary School alumnus discovered his interest in business. And so in 2016, Junhui got a second chance to study at SP, this time for a diploma in maritime business. This SP scholar seized every opportunity to learn and even went for an immersion program to China's Dalian Maritime University to deepen his understanding of the maritime industry. But his past experience also saw this Model Student Award winner give back to the elderly, the physically impaired, and especially the young. This To Chin Chai gold medalist plans to pursue a maritime business degree and fulfill his ambition of becoming an entrepreneur. Jocelyn Chong Chai Ting first enrolled into SP as a biomedical science student. But a year into the course, this Hong Kong Secondary School alumna realized that her real passion lay in reaching out to people. So she switched to SP's Diploma in Human Resource Management with Psychology. On the academic front, Jocelyn took on the Singapore Human Resources Institute HR Hackathon. For her internship, she developed resources and guidelines to improve worker employment standards. Her efforts placed her on the Director's Honor Roll for 2 consecutive years. But this Alfred Robert Edis Prize winner never lost sight of service to community, engaging regularly with the elderly and children at the SP Welfare Services Club and the SP Youth Community Leaders Program. This Lo Guan On Gold medalist has already received scholarship offers to read business. Hua Shinzert holds the world record for the fastest moving ping pong ball travelled, using the mechanical accelerator device he invented for his final year project. It's a visual representation of his academic journey through SP's Diploma in Mechanical Engineering course. He took on a Diploma Plus program and engaged in engineering competitions to push the limits of his understanding. All this despite working part-time to ease his family's financial situation when 2 months into his entry into SP, Shinzert learned that his father was diagnosed with cancer, resulting in the family losing their sole breadwinner. Despite his personal grief and hectic schedule, Shinzert found time for the less fortunate. This Chua Chua Tek medalist plans to obtain his degree in mechanical engineering and has set his sights on developing solutions that will reduce energy wastage. Callista Ann Yin Kai Ren was 12 when she realized that her younger sister was often misunderstood because of her dyslexia and attention deficit hyperactive disorder. It was this need to speak out for her sibling that led this St. Hilda's Secondary alumna to take up SP's Diploma in Applied Drama and Psychology. This institutional medalist tapped on various platforms to raise awareness for the disadvantaged. She used dance to reach out to youths with financial needs. Her internship became an avenue to help youths develop leadership skills. Her final year project saw her use interactive theatre to raise mental health awareness, gaining the attention of the National Youth Council, leading to a rerun at Scape Singapore. This Tan Kee Yong Gold medalist intends to pursue a degree in psychology so she can be the spokesperson for those with mental health. Tan Wee Kiat has always loved drawing, and he would draw on anything, even test papers. That and a lack of focus caused this Fairfield Methodist School alumnus to do poorly in school until Secondary 3, when a teacher unearthed his potential. Wee Kiat made a turnaround, completing his ITE and enrolled in SP's Diploma in Visual Communication and Media Design. He'd worked at SP's The Student Agency, designing SP's open house campaign, taking part in national competitions, even rebranding the iconic Singapore Chinese Orchestra. His international exposure came when he interned at a renowned design agency, exposing him to diverse cultures and practices in graphic design. This Tae Soon Gold medalist hopes to return to SP one day to mentor a new generation of aspiring designers. SP is proud to celebrate the success of our institutional award winners. These graduates have embraced our vision to prepare our students to be life-ready, work-ready, and world-ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now present the highest institutional awards of the Singapore Polytechnic. These awards, the Tae Soon Gold Medal, the Tan Kee Yong Gold Medal, the Chua Chua Tek Gold Medal, the Lo Guan On Gold Medal, the Toh Chin Chai Gold Medal, and the Lee Kuan Yew Awards will be presented to 8 of the Polytechnic's top students in recognition of their exceptional all-round performance throughout their course. We are privileged today to have Mr. Desmond Lee, Minister for Social and Family Development and Second Minister for National Development, to present the Institute's gold medals and top awards. It gives me great pleasure to invite our guests of honor to present the Polytechnic's gold medals and top awards. Mr. Lee, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's recipient of the Tay Eng Soon Gold Medal is an outstanding graduate from the Diploma in Visual Communication and Media Design course. The IMDA Gold Medal is also awarded to Tan Wee Kiet. The recipient of the Tan Keyong Gold Medal is a graduate from the Diploma in Applied Drama and Psychology course. The Shing Hong Gold Medal is also awarded to Callista Ann Yin Kairin. The recipient of the Chua Chaw Tek Gold Medal is a graduate from the Diploma in Mechanical Engineering course. The Keppel Offshore and Marine Gold Medal, the Starlight Tool Precision Engineering Merit Award, and the Institution of Engineers Gold Medal Award are also awarded to Pua Shinzet. This year's recipient of the Lo Guan On Gold Medal is from the Diploma in Human Resource Management with Psychology course. The TAFEP Gold Medal and the Alfred Robert Edis Prize are also awarded to Jocelyn Chong Tsai Ting. The To Chin Chai Gold Medal recipient this year is from the Diploma in Maritime Business course. The Maritime and Port Authority of Singapore Gold Medal and the Singapore Maritime Employers Federation Prize are also awarded to Kwek Jin Hui. There are 3 Lee Kuan Yew Awards presented this year. The first recipient is a graduate from the Diploma in Business Information Technology course. The IMDA Gold Medal and the OCBC Prize are also awarded to Goh Ek Lang. The second Lee Kuan Yew Award recipient is a graduate from the Diploma in Computer Engineering course. The Cisco System Gold Medal, the Institution of Engineers Gold Medal Award, and the OCBC Prize are also awarded to Ryan Ong Jin Hock. The final recipient of the Lee Kuan Yew Award is a graduate from the Diploma in Chemical Engineering course. The ExxonMobil Gold Medal and the OCBC Prize are awarded to Song Kiet Ao Shi Yuan. That concludes the presentation of the highest awards of the Singapore Polytechnic. Thank you, Mr. Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, giving the valedictory speech this afternoon is Alyssa Saw, a graduate of the Diploma course in Applied Drama and Psychology. May I now call upon Alyssa to deliver the farewell address on behalf of the new graduates. Alyssa, please.
Guest of honor, Minister Desmond Lee, Principal and CEO, Mr. So Wai Wah, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I am thankful to have the opportunity to speak today. Thankful because if it was not for Singapore Polytechnic, my life would have been drastically different. Secondary school was a struggle for me. I was a fish out of water. I was the girl that was described as has potential. With bouts of self-doubt and battles with my inner critic, I always questioned, what's next? Then, I was introduced to SP and its Diploma in Applied Drama and Psychology. I met lecturers who encouraged us to think out of the box. Instead of asking why, ask why not? An example of this will be during my internship experience. I was attached to the Esplanade's community engagement team. Here, I worked to bring the art to communities who are unable to experience it for themselves. One particular project had me interacting and mentoring youth from the Singapore Girls' Home to write a song. I questioned, why would a song help their situation? But then again, why not? These songs showcase the dreams and ambitions. These youths who'd have had everything against them still had the ability to produce a song about fighting back, about never giving up. That was the moment that solidified my future. Working with many vulnerable communities and learning to understand the perspective of others, I realized I'm in a position to move forward by helping others. I'm choosing a career path that will help support the vulnerable communities in society. My time here has helped restore faith in myself, igniting my passion for helping others. Yet, as we move forward, we must remember we are not alone in our journey. There are three important groups of people here that makes it possible for each and every one of us to walk the stage today. To the parents, thank you for always doing your best to support us and allowing us to carve our own future. To the lecturers, thank you for answering our frantic messages at midnight, dealing with sleep-deprived youths, and most importantly, believing in us. To my friends, thank you for supporting and challenging me every day to be better than yesterday. I couldn't have done it without you. John Maxwell once said, "Success is knowing your passion in life, growing to reach your maximum potential, and sowing seeds that benefit others." This quote is one I stand by, and I will forever be grateful to SP for its guidance and support throughout my 3 years here. As I leave SP, I leave with friends for life and a full heart to share with the world. Congratulations to the class of 2019. Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduation ceremony is now adjourned. May I invite all to stand? The procession groups will leave the convention hall. for your patience. Please join us for the tea reception at the plaza outside the convention center. May I invite parents and guests to leave the convention center first. Please ensure that you have all your belongings. Have a pleasant day.